Are these passengers telling the truth, or is immigration being lied to?
Hey, Mr. Singh, come over here, please, sir. I'll ask a few more questions, OK? You'd like to follow me, please. You've already told me you're aware that you can only work 20 hours as a student. In fact, Tesco have told me that you've been working 36.5 hours a week.
It's only possible because that's a night shift.
So it doesn't sound like you're studying to me, to be honest. Do you now know what will happen to you? You've broken the conditions of your study visa, so your visa will be cancelled today.
Whatever you want me to do,
There's nothing that you can do now, sir.
There's actually no university in whole India.
You should have thought about that before you started working full-time in this country. He's obviously very desperate to stay here. He's saying he wants to complete his course. Obviously, he's extremely desperate to do that, but I'm afraid for me it's going to fall on deaf ears, because he had his opportunity a little while ago to come clean to me when I asked him the first time. He's had his opportunity again to come clean with me, and he didn't. He lied to me twice, and I cannot sympathise with someone like that because he lied to me.
Mr. Singh must wait before finding out if he can enter Britain. It's the Chief Immigration Officer who will confirm this final decision.
I think on balance, the fact that he has worked in breach, I think
For the last year.
that's significantly enough to go down the change of purpose route. No, unfortunately, you can't work here solely to support your studies. Genuine students are meant to fund their education from their sponsorship or from other sources, and they can't just work in the United Kingdom to fund their education.
Okay, I've spoken to the Chief Immigration Officer with regards to what you've told me and what Tesco's have told us, and we decided to refuse your entry to the United Kingdom today and cancel your visa, OK?
There's no chance.
Afraid not, no. You've worked in breach of your visa conditions. There's no way back from that, I'm afraid. Working full-time weekly can generate a lot of money, which can then be converted into a lot of money in their country. So there's a lot of money at stake. If we had the time to actually sit down and really, really question and thoroughly examine every single student that comes through our borders, I think we'd find an awful lot of them that aren't actually studying here or aren't actually meeting their conditions of their visa. Unfortunately, with the amount of people we have coming through just this terminal alone, there's absolutely no way we can catch every single person.
Mr. Singh spends the night in detention before boarding the first available flight back to India.
The immigration officer asked you some questions about your course, and you did not answer them sufficiently well for him to be convinced that you're studying in the UK.
He's already carried out a bag search. He found a diary with some revealing entries.
He's talked an awful lot about work, and he's not once mentioned his modules, his studying, any of his tutors. He's not mentioned any of them, which is quite strange if you're here to study. Sainsbury's is going down every day. He's doing only 2 or 3 days in Sainsbury's. Now he's having to find a second job. And where do you study?
Central England. I have too much. You know that I didn't sleep last night. What should I say? I forget everything. I don't know. What should I say?
So you're saying you can't remember where your college is?
No, I know that. I know.
Okay, I just want to show you something from your book in your bag. Dated 18th of February 2008. I know you wrote it down, yeah? And see what I've underlined? 18th February 2008. I'm doing only 2 and 3 days in Sainsbury's. Now I'm finding a second job. So you're going to start telling me the truth now, or we're going to keep going around the houses. Were you working in Sainsbury's 2 or 3 days a week?
Can I explain you personally, but not in front of camera? I'm telling you personally.
Slowly, he started to open up to me and explain what he's done. His family are in financial difficulty back in India. That their house was being repossessed by the bank. And I do have some sympathy with him in that situation. It's mainly the enforcement of the rules that we're concerned about, unfortunately. And in this case, you have broken the rules, the immigration rules. So for that reason, your visa is going to be cancelled today. I'm going to return you back to India on the next available flight, which is this evening at 9:25.
Officer Newbury's passenger has failed to get into Britain.
3 years.
3 years. Okay, tell me about interactive business skills. What's that?
Well, the business skills is got business. It's a course literature about the business.
No, I want to know. You got an A in interactive business skills, one of your exams. So tell me, what is interactive business skills?
What's the interactive business skills? The interactive business skill is a skill. It's a subject, isn't it? It is a subject. Like,
well, you got an A in it, so it must have been a subject.
That subject, yeah. It was everything explanation. All about the business. It's basically the business subject, isn't it?
Just last October, you got an A in it.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me what it is.
Officer Hassler asked the passenger to wait,
Watch your bag.
while he refers to Chief Immigration Officer Rick Lindsley.
This message is sponsored by Raycon. Ever find yourself leaning in during an interrogation and trying to catch every word? When you're watching the tense moment unfold, you don't want to miss a single thing. And with Raycon's essential open earbuds, you won't. These open ear earbuds sit just outside your ear canal, so you can be aware of what's happening around you while still hearing every detail crystal clear. They're lightweight, secure, and built tough enough for everyday use, whether the court and action team's editing or watching what's trending on YouTube. With multi-point connection, a 36-hour battery life, and premium audio at half the price of the big brands, Raycons are made for real life. Trusted by over 3 million customers and backed by a 30-day happiness guarantee. During Black Friday and Cyber Monday, you can save up to 30% site-wide. Click the link in the description box or go to buyraycon.com/courtopen to shop the sale before it's gone. Raycon, your everyday tech.
Couldn't say a word otherwise, oh, it's business. Asked him about introduction of IT or costing accounting. He says, couldn't do anything, couldn't even mention it. He doesn't even look like a student. I pushed on the fact about his work as well, and he's like standing there, and I said, look, are you definitely not working? He was like, no, definitely not. I mean, he was thinking
not
about... Not
working at all?
No, nothing at all. So I mean,
what
that's...
do you want to do?
Certainly want to do his bag. I've got a name of a cousin who is downstairs, so I'll give him a quick call and just see if he corroborates anything he's told me as well. But he came up and he was sort of being very chatty, and sometimes people do that to try and sort of catch you off guard and stuff, possibly. You get colleges, as they call themselves, or educational institutions that will provide these letters, types of letters, so people can get these resident permits, and this is what this guy's on. He came here originally on a student visa. He's then submitted documentation, probably letters like this to show that he's doing, good study, but clearly he hasn't done the exam because he can't talk about it. Not that I'm prejudging, of course.
Officer Hassler may have his suspicions, but he needs some facts to back them up.
Hi, this is immigration at Heathrow Terminal 3.
He starts by calling the man's cousin.
And what does he do in the UK? Student.
The passenger has told Officer Hassler that he studies in London and doesn't have a job, not even part-time.
So he working as a taxi driver? Just spoke to the cousin and he says he works as a taxi driver, which is clearly different from what he's telling us on the control.
Who works as a passenger worker?
Yeah.
It's certainly a breakthrough. But before Officer Hassler can deny the passenger entry, he needs solid evidence or a full admission.
And before I start, you need to be aware it's very important for you to answer my questions truthfully. If at any time I find out subsequently that you've lied to me, then it's going to make your situation far more serious here, yeah? It is now an offence to mislead and obstruct an immigration officer, okay? So please think about that when you're answering my questions, right? Okay. Why have you come to the UK?
For the study.
Where?
School of Business Study.
School of Business Study?
Yeah.
Well, how come you give me letters for the School of Management and Science?
Yeah, School of Management, sorry, I am...
No. Come on, hey, stop wasting my time. Right, I'm going to ask you again, what are you doing in the UK? Because you're not studying, you can't even get the name of the college right.
My brother is very serious.
Yeah.
I came stop this question. Yeah, simple as that. I am in a very bad situation.
Yeah, okay,
Simple
right.
that.
So
Let
let's
me
keep
tell
this
you-
simple.
let me-
No. I tell you what, no. I tell you what, no,
Listen.
no. You listen to me, right? You calm down, right? And you answer my questions. Because the way you're going on, you've got something to hide, right? So don't start getting on your high horse, right? And start shouting at me, all right?
Did I shout on you?
You were getting, you were.
I didn't.
Okay, right then.
I
So,
told you.
right, listen. All you got to do is answer my questions, right? Simple as that. All right? Okay? All right. Do you work in the UK?
No.
What did I say to you about lying to me? All right? Because you have lied to me. You have family in the UK?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So don't lie to me.
No, I am not lying.
So tell me again, where are you working?
I told you in so many places I will.
No, where are you working now? Well, I know where you're working. You know where. Listen, I know where you're working. That's why I'm talking to you about it now. All right? So I want you to tell me.
Where I working?
Yeah. Okay. Do you want me to tell you? So tell me about 49 Taxi Company, yeah? That you work there as a driver, yeah?
I did work there.
No, you do work there. You do work there.
No, I'm not at no.
Yes, you are. Yeah, well, how come you're suddenly mentioning that you've worked there and it wasn't mentioned before?
No, I
so
told
tell
you
me, tell me.
so many places
Tell me,
I have
yeah.
worked.
Okay,
I
you
can
tell me
tell you
about.
3-4
You tell me
more
about 49 Taxi Company. You tell me about it. That you work as a taxi
I
driver.
did work,
Okay, when did you start working there?
I did about 2-3 months ago. I did. Then I.
So you still work there?
Yeah, I still work there for 2 days.
I've got it from them that you work full time, and you've worked there for at least 2 to 3 years. So you work there full time, yeah?
Part time.
Full time, yeah?
No, not full time.
Okay. So how come they're telling me you work full time and you've worked there for 3 years?
There.
And that probably tells me why you can't ever tell me about your college, because you're working full time.
I don't.
How much did you pay for those letters?
I didn't pay anything.
Well, you're not studying them.
No, I'm studying.
Okay, right. What's going to happen is we're going to put you into our holding room. You'll be remaining with us. We're going to get this in document. We're going to get this writing from this company. Okay. We'll get all that relevant information, and then when we've got that, we're going to take this further. Okay. Yeah.
Officer Hassler didn't get a confession, and the evidence he needs won't be available until the morning. The passenger will have to stay in the holding room.
You're going to remain with us overnight.
No, I can't stay in this room. I can stay on this.
No, you will stay in this room. All right.
No, I can't because I am asthmatic.
And if you've got asthma, where's your medication?
Do I carry the medication with me?
Well, yeah, because.
No, I don't.
Well, if you've got asthma, where's your? Where's your? Wait, no. Come back. Where's your medication then?
No, I don't know.
It's been a sort of frenetic few hours, but yeah, we've got the stage where we can't take this any further. We've got the passenger who's denying everything. However, we've got this verbal information that states that he is working full time. So clearly we have avenues that we need to go down, but we can't do that tonight. So I'll have to pass this on tomorrow morning to a day shift officer, and what they will do is contact this the owner of the taxi company, also the school as well, and just see if we can corroborate either his story or the information that we've been provided that he is actually working and not studying.
Mr. Rogers Hussain?
It's been a bad night for the passenger who says he's a student and claims he doesn't work. He's been detained in the holding room for 13 hours. And now officers have written confirmation from the taxi company that he's been working full time. He's refused entry and told to be put on a plane in 2 hours. But he has a wife and 2 children living in Luton. He asked to see the Chief Immigration Officer, Matt Dyson.
Sometimes I think they believe that if they talk to the senior officer, he's going to turn around and be more sympathetic. But to be honest, you know, this decision's been through 2 CIOs now, so it's not a decision I'm looking to overturn at all. So, but we can all see what he's got to say. Do you want to come and have a quick chat? I'm the chief, yeah? We'll just nip outside. What's up?
I just want to make a request
Mm-hmm.
that I got my wife and my daughters, 2 daughters in Luton, yeah. And I just want to request you personally for the bail. I'm not saying your decision.
No, as it stands, I'm not willing to entertain any releasing you at the moment, okay?
You can do that.
If you wish to appeal. No, I'm not granting you temporary admission. I think that's what you're asking for, isn't it? Temporary admission. No, because I think if I gave you temporary admission, you probably wouldn't come back.
I will give you
Well, but you don't appear to have followed our rules up to now, do you? Now, I've read this. The case against you is pretty strong, okay? I don't think you're studying. You don't know anything about your course.
If any guarantee you want, I can bring the
No,
three people.
I can't really do that. I mean, I can understand why you're concerned about your wife and daughters. Well, no, I mean, you're concerned about your wife and daughter, but obviously, I have to balance that concern with the fact that, you fall well short of re-entering as a student. And also, you didn't seem to think it was a problem going on holiday and leaving your wife and daughters here, did you?
No.
So it's not as if, I think that they're in any danger.
My brother is dying with the cancer, leukemia. He's fighting for his life in hospital. That was the reason I went to leave my wife and my kids.
Right, as whilst I can understand you want to see your wife and children, I'm not going to be letting you in, I'm afraid. If you want to pursue the appeal, that's up to you. You can never divorce yourself entirely from the decisions you make. But in the end, you have to look to your job, and you have to look what is the right thing to do according to your job. Now, you should never, ever divorce yourself from being sympathetic towards people. And just because somebody falls short of the immigration rules doesn't automatically make them a bad person. Now, as far as we can gather, this guy is working too much, and he's not studying as he claims. Okay, and his whole basis of being here, and also of having a family here whom he supports, is as a student. And the bottom line is, if he's not doing it, then he shouldn't be here. And that's the law, and that's a policy made by government, not by me. My job is to apply it correctly.
The passenger did lodge an appeal before Chief Officer Dyson's team could put him on a plane. After a week in a detention centre, he was granted temporary release. He's still in the UK, waiting for a removal date.
Mansingh, please. Mansingh.
He's a 19-year-old student with no evidence that this guy speaks English, so we'll have a chat with him and see if his English is good enough to be able to follow the course. Morning, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Okay, sir, but if you don't understand me, you have to tell me.
No.
Do you understand me?
Yeah.
So how long will you stay in the UK?
For my higher education, according to 3 years.
Where will you study?
Hertfordshire, sir.
Can you tell me about the structure of the course?
Firstly, my father-in-law supporting me for fees and my residence and all costs.
Tell me about the structure of the course.
20 pounds, 20,000 pounds, and in second and third year, fourth semester.
Okay, let me stop you there. I'll ask you the question in a different way. Can you tell me about the course that you will study in the UK?
Mainly reason after I want to study in UK, and after study I will join my family business and
Okay, sir, if you can please take a seat at the back, I'll consider your case and speak to you again shortly. Thank you. He's spending a lot of money, a lot of his father-in-law's money on going to the UK, and he couldn't tell me anything about what he was going to be studying. And I would expect that if he's spending so much money and he's really keen on studying, that he'd be able to tell me something about the course, and he could tell me absolutely nothing.
It's not looking good for Mr. Singh.
Mr. Singh, I considered your application today, but I'm not satisfied that you meet the requirements of the rules this time, so I'm going to refuse your application. Do you understand?
Yes.
Mr. Singh won't be catching his flight today. Instead, he must explain the £4,500 down the drain to his father-in-law.
Usually diplomas and degrees have modules within them of study. What did you do?
I studied basic programming, Microsoft Office, and then it got to C, programming in C.
What was the title of the courses called? That's what I want to know.
The titles?
Yes, of the courses that you studied.
Modules, It was like subjects to me.
What is your attendance like? What is your attendance rate? Have you missed any lessons?
My attendance should be 85%.
Mm-hmm. Right. Now then, sir, have you been telling me the truth during this interview?
Yes.
Well, then we've got a problem. Because I have spoken to your college at length today, and they're telling me a very different story than the one that you've just said to me. I spoke to Mr. Suleiman Khan, who tells me he's an admin clerk at your college. He tells me that you've not attended the postgraduate diploma at all. In fact, when I asked him when was the last time they saw you, he says it was November 2007. When was the last time? And I want the month, and I preferably want the week. When was the last time you studied, you attended classes in the United Kingdom?
Last July.
Thank you. What have you been doing in that 8.5 months, sir?
Sitting at home.
I don't believe you.
You have to. I'm not lying this time.
Now, I'm concerned that your college did not tell me that you didn't attend from July to November. They said your attendance rate was 82%. What's going on? I'm sure you know there are many colleges that supply letters to students.
I don't know.
And that say that students have attended college and that accept money so that they produce letters to that effect and diplomas. Either you're not telling me the truth, sir, or the college isn't. Is this college a genuine college? Do they have lectures there?
I've not been there, I don't know. They just told me that your attendance will be done.
Your attendance will be done. Did they ever charge you any money, sir, for the fact that they were fixing your attendance?
Yes.
Okay. What did they charge you?
500 quid.
For?
The attendance.
Just to clarify, the £500 was so that they said you had attended when you hadn't attended?
Yes.
Realising his UK residence permit is in danger of being cancelled, the student makes an appeal.
I want to study, ma'am. My future will be ruined.
Why would it be ruined?
Without a post-graduation, I'm nothing.
That's not true.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
You've told us the truth now about your studies, which was the right thing to do, but in hindsight, you should have been attending, shouldn't you? You applied to do a Masters at De Montfort University, a good university, excellent course, and since then things have just gone downhill. Come on. Obviously he was very upset at the end of the interview there. He's been caught out. I continue to press him on the college because I had an inkling that the college wasn't genuine from what he'd said. In the end, he did admit that they were supplying letters to students. I will pass that on to our intelligence unit and they will check that out, and that college will then be on a list of colleges that we will look into further.
Officer Lomas makes her final report to her boss.
And he has a UK residence permit issued for the purpose of studies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Only a month ago.
Only a month ago, so he was quite happy to deceive the Home Office only a month ago.
Yes.
Well, once again, I think without a shadow of a doubt, we'll have to refuse this guy entry and cancel his residence permit.
The passenger is refused entry to Britain and put on the next plane back to India.
It's not an easy thing to have to be very harsh with somebody like that. But on the other hand, you feel sorry for the people who are genuinely studying here, and then people like that gentleman who would come here and just flout the rules really to get a residence permit and don't study. It's not on.
It's estimated that up to 5,000 foreign students a year enrol at British colleges with no intention to study.
Why have you come to the UK? You came in yesterday. Why have you come to the UK?
I come for study in Western College, London.
Western College?
Western College.
And what subject do you study?
I diploma in study. Business study.
Business study?
Yeah, definitely business study.
You said you had surgery in Pakistan?
Yeah, surgery.
What was that for?
Yeah, it's for hair surgery, sir.
Hair surgery?
Hair surgery.
Okay. How much did that surgery cost you?
In currency is £500.
Cost £500 in Pakistan, yeah? Do you work in the UK?
Yes, sir.
What do you work as?
I just work with a recruitment company, and after that they send me some other reports for packing something.
Packing, yeah?
Yeah, just.
Is it just labour?
Yeah, just
with your hands.
Tray,
yeah.
Something straight.
How many hours do you work a week?
Yes, it's 20 hours. 20 hours.
Exactly 20 hours?
Yeah, 20 hours. Because 2 days of work.
What days do you work?
Normally Sunday.
Okay, you say you study 18 hours a week. What days do you study?
Study is Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. I just study 2 subjects, and managerial management.
Is it management or managerial?
Managerial.
Just managerial.
Managerial management.
Managerial management.
Yeah.
And what hours?
It's from 11 to 3.
On Tuesday, what do you study?
On Tuesday is a marketing.
Marketing.
Yeah.
And that's what hours?
It's same hours.
11 to 3.
11 to 3.
And on Friday?
On Friday, same hours.
11 to 3.
Yeah, 11 to 3. Yes.
That's 12 hours a week. Where's the other 6 hours that you say you study a week? One of my colleagues contacted your college and asked them to confirm your attendance on your course. What do you think they said to us?
Okay, so
you don't know? Okay.
Yeah.
They've confirmed to us in writing that you've not attended your college since September 2007.
No, sorry, it's not possible.
Not possible. Are you saying that they're lying?
Yeah, it's been lying.
Okay.
But one letter I have also.
Well, that's what they've sent us. Okay, that was sent to us. Okay, since September, they've confirmed to us in writing, as you can see, that you've not attended any classes. They've also confirmed what modules you should be studying, and they're not the ones that you've told me today. So how do you explain that? I'm inclined to believe what they're saying. So I want you to tell me, what have you been doing in this country since September 2007? You don't know?
No, sir.
Stop the interview for the moment, and I'll come back and speak to you a bit later, and we'll try and get to the bottom of this. It's quite obvious that he's been caught out. He's played the game. I assume he's been working for the last 6 months, probably full time. He's probably made a bit of money out of it. He's been caught, but he just won't admit it.
If there is clear evidence a foreign student is working more than the permitted 20 hours or is not attending his course, he will be refused entry. Officer Newbury refers the case to the Chief Immigration Officer.
Do you think, in your opinion, that we have sufficient information as things stand for us to cancel it without necessarily having the information from the employers,
yes.
from the interview notes that you've done so
From
far?
Interview notes and from what the college has sent us this morning, I think we have got sufficient information to cancel his UKRP and return him back to Pakistan.
Right, fine. I'm authorising that recommendation.
Okay, I've actually spoken to the Chief Immigration Officer with regards to your case. He has decided to believe what the college have said, because they have no reason to lie to us, and we are going to be refusing your entry to the United Kingdom, cancelling your visa, and returning you back to Pakistan on the next available flight. Okay?
You do not give me a right of appeal?
That's what I was going to come to next. So those are two options that you have in front of you. You can either stay in the UK for 5 days to appeal, and you'll be in detention for 5 days, or you can return to Pakistan and you've got 28 days to make an appeal out of country. So I need to know now what your option is, what you decide you want to do.
I want to appeal here.
You want to appeal in country, you want to stay for 5 days in detention. You won't be allowed entry into the UK, you're aware of that? Yeah? Okay. The basis of your argument going to be that the college is lying.
Why college send like this letter?
What do you think the judge will think, though, when he sees this written information from the college confirming in writing, signed by the college, saying that you've not attended for 6 months? You're going to spend 5 days in a detention centre to appeal against this, just on the fact that you think that the college is lying, and you're insisting on staying in this country to appeal,
yes,
even though you've got nothing to appeal against.
Yes, sir.
You're just going to waste everyone's time.
Yes,
It's a waste of taxpayers' money, isn't it? Well, I've tried to help, but that's it. Okay, I'll pop you back in the holding room now.
Thank you very much, sir.
Would you like to follow me, please? Well, he's got the right of appeal, but he's got no case. I'm not sure what he's going to base his appeal on. He's just trying to waste everyone's time, and he knows it. It's just frustrating. There's not a thing we can do about it.
The man was granted temporary admission to lodge his appeal. He later withdrew the appeal, but remains in Britain awaiting the outcome of a judicial review.
We haven't just stopped you on a hunch here. As I explained to you, we've got a lot of information about yourself and about the college and about the types of course that were on it, okay? And did you actually attend the Westminster College of Computing 4 days a week?
Yeah.
So how many modules did you take then?
I think 4.
What were they all called?
One is business work.
Business work.
Yeah.
That's a module in a postgraduate diploma is called business work.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
I can't remember.
So you can remember one of your 4 modules.
I can't remember.
Did you take exams? And I'm guessing you can probably only remember 1 or 2. Can't remember anything? Not even the ones that you mentioned before?
No.
This is a 45-page document, yeah? I've got 45 pages there which prove to me that any degree that obtained from Westminster College of Computing is completely bogus. You need to start being very honest with me, or you're going to have a much bigger problem than you do now. You haven't, sir. I don't believe you. The fact is, looking back through the colleges you've studied at, all of them are known to immigration for being problem colleges. So I have real issues with the fact that you've ever studied here at all.
I've done some computer courses as well.
Here or?
Oh, yeah.
When were they?
That was in Stratford, I think.
College. Yeah. Another college that's been closed down for issuing bogus certificates.
Is it?
Yeah. It's not looking good for you, is it? We're happy with your wife, she's going to be allowed through. She's not going to be allowed to stay with you. I'm not happy with you, you will be detained by immigration until we get to the bottom of it, okay? So you need to decide where she's going to go. That's your problem, not mine, okay?
Before deciding the passenger's fate, Officer Weatherall must refer the case to his Chief Immigration Officer, Mo Ghaffar.
Basically, I don't believe a word he's saying. Yeah, I mean, bottom line, I think he's lying through his teeth. I don't believe a word he's told me.
I think we've got substantial information in relation to the fact that he studied at an institution that has closed down. We'll land his wife, and then we'll go from there. All right, Timothy, thanks, thank you.
Okay, right, I spoke to my Chief Immigration Officer. Your wife, we're happy to allow to proceed. She's going to be landed, she's been granted leave to enter. With regards to yourself, the decision's been taken by myself and the Chief Immigration Officer to refuse you entry into the UK today, okay, and to cancel your UK residence permit. You have the right to appeal in country, or you have the right to appeal from Bangladesh. That choice is up to you.
The husband chooses to appeal from the UK. This usually means being held in a detention centre while the appeal is considered, but there are exceptions.
Considering that he has his wife with him, it seems only reasonable to give him temporary admission. I don't consider him to be an absconder at this stage, and if he wishes to fight his case, then let him take his chances in court. She probably doesn't even know what the husband's been up to in the United Kingdom. She didn't expect to be stopped at immigration control and then be asked questions by an immigration officer as to why she was coming to the UK. If I was the wife of this particular passenger, I'd be pretty upset. I'd be asking my husband, what have you been doing?
The husband is granted temporary admission, but he loses his appeal and is put on a flight back to Bangladesh.
Are you fit and well to be interviewed?
I'll try my best.
No, I don't want you trying your best. I want you to tell me, are you fit and well to be interviewed? Because I want to ask you some questions. And what I don't want you 5 or 10 minutes saying, oh, I can't answer that because I'm not well. Are you fit and well to be interviewed?
I mean, have I got any option?
Of course you've got an option. I'm asking you a question. Are you fit and well to be interviewed? If you don't feel you're well enough to be interviewed, you tell me and I'll refer you back to the doctor.
I think I'm fine.
You think you're fine?
The interviewers got off to an uncomfortable start, and the real questions haven't even begun.
Why have you come to the UK?
Today?
Yeah, correct.
To study.
Okay, and where?
LSMS.
Which is?
London School of Management Sciences.
How long have you studied there?
Almost 5 years.
So, since your arrival then, you've effectively been studying all your time at London School of Management Science. Can you tell me why I have a letter from Empire College dated November 2004 saying that you were a full-time student doing a Bachelor of Science in Physics? So why would they be issuing you a letter if you've never studied there?
No, basically I didn't inform them that I left the college.
Why would you ask for this letter if you had no intention to be studying there? And please start telling me the truth, because at the moment you're not, and I can tell you're not.
No, that's what I'm telling you, sir.
That's what you're telling me.
I was still enrolled and then college, but I wasn't.
How can you possibly be enrolled in a college that you've never attended?
It's basically, sir, it's a misunderstanding because it wasn't my fault. All I want to say, I don't want to waste your time.
Listen, I'm getting paid to do this, so you're not wasting my time. I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
All I want to say, sir, I'm studying at whatever I have told you under pressure or
Listen,
confused.
you're not under pressure because I give you ample opportunity at the beginning of this interview and you chose to say that you were fit and well. And I did say, what I don't want you to do is start saying, oh, well, you know, I'm a bit confused, because your English is fine. It is more than acceptable for me to understand you, and I know that you can understand me.
All I want to confess is I have done nothing wrong in your country.
Okay, right, let me be the judge if you do nothing wrong, okay? What did you apply for in June of last year?
IGS.
And what happened to that?
It was refused.
What letters did you submit? What letters and certificates did you submit?
I did give them the result sheets. The postgraduate diploma in business administration.
From where?
From Westminster College of Computing.
Did you study at Westminster College of Computing?
No, sir.
Then how did you get all these certificates? You're best to just answer the truth, okay? Because I know what the truth is, and it's better that you corroborate it. So just answer me the question. How did you get these documents?
A person helped me to make these documents.
So they are false documents?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Yes. Were you working?
Yes, I was.
Where were you working?
Asda.
What hours do you work there?
I worked 20 hours there.
And what about William Hill?
I did work in William Hill as well.
So, we started end of December 2006, beginning of 2007 with Asda, okay? And you started William Hill the same time, okay? And you've worked 20 hours a week for Asda, yeah? And you've worked 20 hours a week for William Hill, yeah? So, how many hours in total did you work?
Roughly 40 hours.
And you still work for Asda and William Hill, yes?
So all I want to say is, I'm not breaking any law or anything, or not harming.
Listen,
anyone.
just a sec. You say you're not breaking a law, right? But what do you think immigration law is? It's not one rule for one person, one rule for another. You are breaking the law. As a student, okay, you're not allowed to work more than 20 hours a week. You're working 40 hours a week. As a student, you're not supposed to pay for fraudulent documents to submit to the UK Home Office to then try and get a work permit to live in the UK. So you tell me where you've not broken the law.
Sir, I didn't mean to break the law. It was just my fault. It was my mistake, sir. Sir, that is.
Okay. Do you need anything to eat? Food? You're okay? All right. From the very beginning, I mean, you could tell that he was struggling to sort of keep up with what was going on with regard to what his history was or what his purported history was. And we've established that he's gone and purchased these documents that he then submitted to the Home Office, attempting to get a work permit. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's a clear refusal. Okay, Mr. Bourgeois? Right, I need to explain to you that you're going to be refused entry into the United Kingdom, okay?
If I go just back and straight away if I apply again straight away, I'm asking for advice.
If you're asking my honest opinion, if you went back to Pakistan and then you said next week you applied for a student visa, I would say it's very highly unlikely that you would be issued with a student visa. My personal opinion.
After a month or so.
Okay,
The man has worked double the hours permitted for a student, and he's submitted false documents to try and get a visa. Yet he still hopes he can come back soon.
You see, the difficulty I've got is that you were given time, albeit 3 days, to pack up your belongings and arrange for everything to be done last time, and now you're seeking entry again.
I did, for those 3 days, I did the most I could do in 3 days.
The primary purpose, you say, is in seeking entry as a visitor is to conclude your affairs in London.
That's 1 day, and I just happened to...
Okay, so it's only going to take 1 day to pack up?
I'm not sure. I don't remember everything I have at my flat, and it depends on my landlord when they can do the final walkthrough. But the main reason for me coming is to see friends that I know will never travel to the States. It's kind of the last visit to London, because I know once I start working full time, I won't travel.
I think it's just made things worse, really. She's now saying that were she not to have any belongings here, she would still have come just to see friends, as it's the last opportunity to travel before she gets a permanent job. So I don't think anything she's told me is going to make any difference, really. She says it's only going to take her 1 day to actually pack up the things that she has left, and the rest of the time she wants to come and see friends who she knows will never travel to the US.
Can you trust her to go out for 1 day? She can go back Saturday morning. Okay?
Right.
So that gives her one whole day. And this is last chance saloon, because we've done this before, so this is it.
Right.
Tell her, okay? No more.
Okay, there's some bad news and there's some good news. The bad news is you are being refused entry to the UK. We are granting you temporary admission again, as we did last time. Because you complied before, we're prepared to give you till Saturday morning. So you get tomorrow to go to your flat.
Tomorrow I won't really have time to finish.
Let me just explain something to you. The fact we're giving you temporary admission this time is extremely... You're very lucky to be granted that, all right?
The woman is given 1 day to collect her things, after which she must return to America. For the 3rd time, the American woman has the word refused stamped into her passport.
This is frustrating. Because you do everything above the board, and I know at school there were tons of people who didn't do things above the board, and they're still here.